Hey there and welcome. My name is Carlos Beritz and in this video we are going to talk about why you should have a hobby. I was just finishing painting one of my miniatures when I realized how I enjoy my free time and how I enjoy my hobbies and what they add to my life. And I decided to make a quick search to get to know a little bit of the positive impacts that the hobbies can have in your life. The first thing that I noticed is that there are many studies in the field that try to show which are the positive impacts of having hobbies and quality leisure time, but mainly creative hobbies or active hobbies. Hobbies that you decide to put some time on instead of just watching passively to something. One of these studies is by Dr. Kevin Ashleman from San Francisco, where he and his team researched around 400 workers, and they showed that people that had hobbies, they were more likely to be helpful, collaborative, and creative on their time on work. On top of that, people that had active hobbies showed signs of being more relaxed and in control. A fact that is backed by other research, like from Dr. Matthew Zawadzki from the University of California, and also research that was published in the National Library of Medicine from the US by Dr. Ksini Lisa Kian, that showed that regular leisure activities helped a person to manage negative emotions and such as stress. Dr. Eshelman also contrasts the impacts of having an active hobby against a more passive leisure time. And what happens is that usually when you have a passive leisure time, you end up having some feelings of boredom, which can then feed up on a passive lifestyle and also a kind of apathy and depression as well. So an active hobby changes this kind of background and puts you on more an active life in a certain way. This process of being bored and in a passive lifestyle, another professor from the University College of Boston, Dr. Juliet Shore, mentions or names as the work-spend phenomenon, where people are just working harder in being able to spend more, and by spending more they feel the need to work harder as well, and then it feeds the cycle. We can also add to the benefits of having a hobby or a regular leisure time by another research, this time made in Israel, that links having this kind of activities with a better work life, where people that have hobbies and leisure time, they have less probability of feeling of burnout and feeling stress on their work. So they enjoy the work even more. They also can impact positively on your health. There is a study made by the University of Kansas by Dr. Sarah Pressman and Dr. Karen Matthews, among others, that showed that people that have a good and quality leisure time have lower blood pressure, lower total cortisol, lower waist circumference, and also lower body mass index, making some positive impacts on your body as well. Apart from the research-backed results, we also can add some anecdotal ones, like having a hobby can help you to build new relationships and meeting new people, which can be daring as you get older. Also, it can make your personality more interesting, as you have more things that you are passionate about and that you can add value on conversations and so on. And the final thing is that most active hobbies will make you want to improve and progress on them, which in turn makes you to keep learning, and also your mind will continue to get sharper. It's not just good for your brain health, but also it's a great way for you to learn new skills that may or may not translate to a professional skill. But it's not really just in the work environment that we are looking for progress. As I was saying, it is important to have hobbies, so perhaps you should take a look on that. It is something like it's a side project or a hobby in a whole area. You do not need to make a living from it, and neither you have to have a strict deadline. Or even if you have a deadline, it's not that strict that you cannot move a little bit, because it's something that you are doing on top of your other responsibilities. So don't take that too hard on yourself. And as this is one of the reasons that researchers find that are the ones that provide the benefit, not having this constant stress on deadlines and making a living out of it and earning money from it and everything. I hope that by this video you could see the positive impact that having a hobby can have in your life, and I hope that you choose a hobby that relates to the channel so that you can continue watching it. So like, subscribe, share, comment what are your hobbies, what are the hobbies that you are trying to take on, and what are the impacts that it has in your life. And see ya!